Y'all, it is Conor McGregor fight week in 2026. We are literally 2 days away from a Conor McGregor press conference. Never thought I'd see this day. Will McGregor be able to place a meaty hook on Max Holloway's chin and knock him out? Let's get to the predictions. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. Let's break down this main event. I don't even know how people are predicting this fight because we haven't even seen Conor McGregor fight in 2 decades, so nobody knows truly how he's going to come out and look. He did have one of the most gruesome / brutal injuries the sport has ever seen. As a person who's had 2 surgeries, I'm not comparing my shits to Conor, but they were brutal surgeries, and I ain't never been the same, so I can't imagine what he's gonna look like. This doesn't look like an updated photo, so they're using an old photo. We got Max going up to 170 after getting dominated on the ground by Charles Oliveira. We will find out Saturday night, brothers, if Max Holloway is going to be chinny at 170. Because I think Conor still's got some pop left, even though, you know, he hasn't fought in like 5 years. Max has been active. I seen the Joe Rogan clip when Max is on there and he's talking about he's got T-Rex arms. Or was he with Demetrius? Yeah, he was with Demetrius Johnson. And he said he has T-Rex arms. Bro, he only has a 69-inch reach and he's 2 inches taller than Conor. Conor's got a 74. I'm curious to see how Conor approaches this fight because in their first fight, he grappled and out-grappled Max Holloway. And if you watch Max Holloway's last fight, that takedown defense and his grappling skills were a myth because, well, Charles Oliveira is one of the best grapplers, but he got straight dominated for 5 rounds. 50-45. What Kobe Covington say? 50-44, 3-piece with a soda, or whatever the fuck he said about when it looked like fucking Kobe versus Jorge. That's what it looked like, bro. So if I'm Conor, I'm shooting a big meaty takedown off rip in the first round. He probably not gonna do that though. Man, if we start getting into the 3rd and the 4th and 5th rounds, I think this is going to be very bad for Conor. Fighting shape and training shape, 2 different things. Max Holloway is well tested in 5-round fights. Conor, he had a bad gas tank before in the past. And he hasn't fought in 5 years. How's he going to look now? You know, Charles was rocking Max on the feet. They maybe struck for maybe 30 seconds total in that fight, and Max was getting rocked on the feet by Charles. So I think Conor has the potential to rock Max Holloway. And this is a big weight jump. They both started at featherweight, but now they're at welterweight. I don't know. I think Max has the speed advantages. Conor's going to have the power advantages. Max definitely has the gas take advantage. I can see Conor maybe winning. It's got to be in the 1st and 2nd round. There's no way he finishes Max in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There's just no way that's possible. If we see Max get a finish, it will be in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. I'm kind of hoping Conor wins this fight so Max can take his ass back down to lightweight and we can get, you know, McGregor wanting to be more active, wanting to fight more. He was having contract disputes with the UFC, talking about he's not fighting until like next July or something, some crazy, like they only got him fighting like once a year, like it's a crazy contract. But I really want to see McGregor get this win so he can get active again and then maybe make a title run at 170. What if we see some crazy shit where Ian Gary beats Islam Makhachev and then they just throw Conor right into the title weight contention after beating Max Holloway, and we do Ireland versus Ireland, 2 training partners. Ian looked up to Conor. That would just be some crazy shit. But in the end, I've been yapping. I'm going to pick Max Holloway. I got Max Holloway TKO in 4th round. I think Max is going to mince those legs up. If Max is smart, I pray to God Max has some IQ. He's going to attack Conor's legs. You got to chop him the fuck down. You're going to have to go body shots. I want to see Max work the body. He's got good body punches, body kicks. I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to wear Conor out with his volume, and he's going to TKO him in the 4th round. I think Conor might look good in some beginning parts of the fight, but at the end of the day, brother, you ain't fought in 5 years. You had one of the most brutal injuries. There's just no way I can pick you. I know we make jokes about fight of the night, but lad, Paddy the Baddy versus BSD will be fight of the night. BSD the Marauder against Paddy Pimblett, the man who survived Justin Gaethje for 5 rounds. Come on, man. Well, after what we just saw Justin do to Ilya, Paddy's stock is rising. If he wins this fight, do they give him a title shot off this? Being that Ilya Topuria just got brutally dominated, or will they give him Ilya Topuria? We got a lot of options. Paddy's in a good spot right now. BSD's been running through everybody right now. 4-fight winning streak, 4 finish streak too. Dan Hooker. I'm not forgetting the dude's name. Dariush, Rufi, and Kyle Popolek. 4-fight finish streak. Like I said earlier, Paddy's coming off the brutal loss to Justin Gaethje. Man, this is kind of a bad stylistic matchup for BSD. You know, BSD likes to go in there and impose his will. Paddy's a big lightweight, bro. or they're around the same height. They say BSD's 5'11", Patty's 5'10", but BSD likes to impose his will, go straight Marauder mode, make people fight. Who was I watching? Oh, I was watching my boy Volk break down shit. I did not know Volk was beakers and test tubes. If y'all don't watch Volk, watch Volk's prediction videos. I was watching his main event with the Conor and Max, and he was breaking that shit down like a true beakers and test tube. But anyway, I got distracted. BSD likes to maraud his way forward and get the takedown. Well, Patty's got deadly jiu-jitsu. We seen that in the Bobby Green fight when Bobby Green supposedly tripped and that boy was choked out within minutes. So, and Bobby Green's coming off of a submission win, so it's not like Bobby Green is just a scrub. You know, he's a crafty vet. Is BSD gonna try to shoot that takedown and get thrown into a guillotine? Maybe he's in full guard. Patty sneaks in a triangle off his back. There's just no way. Is this 5 rounds? I don't know if this is 5 rounds or not, but there's no way this fight doesn't end in a finish. BSD, killer be killed fighters. We love to see him, but damn. I'm thinking this winning streak's gonna end. I think BSD's gonna get choked the fuck out. And we seen in the Moicano fight, BSD's ground defense. It's not that good, bro. Moicano had him mounted, and BSD was lost out there, bro, and he just got beat to oblivion. So, and Patty does have nasty ground and pound. We saw in the Justin Gaethje fight, Patty wants to go to war. So I don't know if he will end up on top to use that ground and pound. I think he needs to shoot takedowns this fight, put BSD on his back. But I think if we stand up the whole fight, I think he can easily outstrike BSD. You know, BSD's kind of slow, kind of plotty, kind of moves like a middleweight. Doesn't really have boxing defense and head movement. So I picked Patty to destroy Justin Gaethje. I'm going to roll with Patty again, even though BSD has all the momentum right now. I think this is a bad stylistic matchup. I think Patty is too tough. His jiu-jitsu is too good. I think Patty is going to end up catching BSD in one of these submissions. I'm going to say second round triangle in full guard. He catches BSD in the submission and chokes him out cold because I think BSD's a warrior and he's not going to tap. But yeah, I'm rolling with that for that fight. Speaking of beakers and test tubes, we have the boy Sandhagen, the return of Sandhagen. They're coming off that L in the championship fight to Merab going against Mario Batista. He's coming off the domination over Vincius Oliveira, and then I think he lost to Umar the fight before that. These two have fought before, way long ago. Corey submitted him with the armbar in the first round. Man, Corey was very aggressive off his back, bro. He was just throwing up submission after submission. How does this fight go in 2026? I don't know. Corey's got really good grappling. Mario's going to try to grapple. He's going to burn a lot of energy because Corey's grappling is very good. You know, Trevor Whitman just got the big win with Justin Gaethje. Trevor Whitman's Corey Sandhagen's coach. He's kind of got that aura going for him right now. He's walking in with a championship coach who just defeated the bully, the giant Ilia Topuria. We seen in the Umar fight, Sandhagen's striking's really not like that, bro. It's not like that anymore. I think Mario Batista has more output than Sandhagen too. Damn, I'm really rolling toward Mario Batista right here. Dog, everything's telling me to go against my boy Corey Sandhagen, Mr. Doctor Strange. I think Mario Batista, I think the grappling's going to even out, and I think Mario Batista just has more output, more busier fighter. You know, Corey's got his leg kicks. Corey doesn't really have pop in his hands. He was hitting Merab clean, and Merab was eating them shits. And we don't see Corey throw the spinning wheel kicks and flying knees and all these dynamic strikes as much as we used to in the past. I think Mario Batista wins 29-28, unanimous decision, just winning off output. And I think the grappling's going to cancel each other out. Let's get on to the next fight. Man, we got the return of Loner Coffey. How do you say his name? Loner Coffey, not? And Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval is coming off 2 L's, I think. Joshua Van and Manel Cape. Loner's coming off of beating Brandon Moreno. Brandon Royval just has no pop in his hands. And, you know, Loner's coming off that win against Brandon Moreno where we can all say that Moreno looked washed in that fight. Looked like he didn't want to be in there. This is tough. Because Brandon Royval has already beaten Brandon Moreno. So this will be a tougher matchup. But I think his chin is gone, bro. I mean, the first punch Manel Cap hit him with, Brandon was on the ground. That Brandon Moreno fight in Loner was kind of boring. I might be rolling with Brandon Royval, bro. I think he's very active, good output. I think he has the better grappling. And if Loner can't finish a washed up Brandon Moreno, there's no way he's going to be able to finish a kind of chinny Brandon Royval at this point in his career after coming off 2 back-to-back Well, he got beat the fuck up. He got beat the fuck up in that Joshua Van fight, and then he got knocked out. But you know, I'm gonna roll to Brandon Royval. I think the length is gonna play a problem for Loner. This is not Brandon Moreno, and then Brandon Moreno is very low output in that last fight, and Brandon Royval is high output. I really think Brandon Royval needs to use his kicks, manage that distance, use that jab. He was fucking Pantoja up in the 5th round of their championship fight. I think Brandon Royval gets this done. Split decision, 29-28. I think this will be a more entertaining fight than the Brandon Moreno, because Brandon Royval is going to come to fight, bro. As long as he doesn't get caught in the first round. I think he should play it very safe in that first round and, you know, kind of stay on the outside and fight like Israel Adesanya, and leg kick and get the fuck out of there. Try to slow him down so he doesn't get caught with nothing. Right here we have another potential fight of the night. King Green, Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney. Bobby Green, 3-fight winning streak. Terrence McKinney's coming off and knocking out that dude in the first round. I think he just threw a head kick and then just jumped on him and beat him up with ground and pound. Bobby Green been styling on motherfuckers in his last couple fights. Man, on paper, I like this. I just don't want to see either of these dudes get finished. No homo. Well, that's not gay because I don't want to see no dudes getting finished. But I think Bobby Green gets knocked out in the first round. I'm sorry. Bobby Green comes out too nonchalant in the first round. Hands down. You cannot... I know he's got good head movement. I know he's been looking good. I know he's fast, but you can't do that against these fucking first-round finishers like Terrence McKinney, these killer be killed first-round finishers. I think Bobby Green's going to get caught and get knocked out. I think he's going to get caught, and then Terrence is going to finish him off, TKO on the ground. Man, I don't want to see that happen, though. I'd like to see a Bobby Green masterclass for 3 rounds. I'm pulling for Bobby. I just think his style is too high risk, high reward, bro. And you can't play around with somebody like Terrence McKinney who's looking to come out there and just finish the fight in the first minute. UFC, if he gets a finish in the first minute, please give Terrence McKinney a bonus. All these first round finishes, no bonus. Like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, I'm picking Terrence McKinney first round finish. Damn, they got my boy Robert Whittaker in the fucking prelim. We got Robert Whittaker moving up to light heavyweight. I think he's coming off a win. See, I don't even remember his last fight. I know he got knocked out by Dominic Reyes. It's the last time I saw him fight. Robert's coming off the L against RDR. Who was before that? He got the knockout over Ikram. Robert hasn't fought in a while. I was watching the interview he had with DJ, and he was saying he was taking this, like, moving up in weight very serious, and he's not just getting fat like Alex Pereira. He's actually putting on the weight the right way. I think this is going to be a striking match. I think Robert Whittaker, 30-27, lighter man skill masterclass. And it's not like, you know, Robert Whittaker hasn't fought tall fighters with long reaches. Izzy was like 6'4" with an 80-something inch reach. So I don't think the size differential will be that big of a part in the fight. So I'm going to roll with Robert Whittaker by lighter man skill. Gable Stevenson, UFC debut, training with John Jones. I don't know this guy, though. Wow, minus 2,500. That shit is insane. Cody Garbrandt had me absolutely crying laughing in his last fight. This will be a good fight, though. I don't even know who to pick. I'm going to be honest. I don't know who to pick. I think Cody Garbrandt's pretty washed. Chinny. Fucks around too much in the octagon. Actually, I'm going to go with Yanez. He's a younger dude. He's tough. I can't remember anything about his style. I just know he looks like Jorge Masvidal. But I'm going to roll with Yanez, bro. I think Cody Garbrandt is just the definition of washed and chinny and fucks off too much in the octagon, like I said. You know, they got to put Luke Riley when Paddy Pimblett is fighting. Now, hold on. This dude looks like a marauder, bro. Is this Max Holloway's brother? He look Hawaiian. 13-0. Man, these dudes coming to the UFC unblemished. Shout out Tracy Cortez, man. I was watching an interview with her. She went back to the motherland of Mexico. She looking thick in this photo, too. She went back to the motherland of Mexico to live. And I'm glad her parents taught her that she's Mexican and that blood is running through her veins. And she said, I'm going back to the motherland. So I'm fucking with Tracy Cortez right now. That is going to wrap up my predictions. Let me know y'all picks down below in the comments. Like the video if you made this far. Definitely sub to the channel. I got a funny tier list video coming out, bro, here pretty soon. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. We out.
I'm him, I can tell you from the jump, I'm a different breed. Bought a new tech, free shot, no referee. I ain't gon' force, nah shit, I'ma let it be. White gold shining, diamonds red like the 7 Seas.